Chief legal analyst Laura Coates. Laura, what's your reaction to the judge's decision to reject Sean Diddy Combs' appeal to hold him in jail without bail?
Well, in many ways, given the severity of the charges and what was argued yesterday as well, it was all but predictable that this could be the likely outcome here. Remember, there is a presumption of innocence, of course, for any defendant. But normally people think about a flight risk, thinking about whether someone should remain in jail pending their trial. But there were more factors involved, not the least of which is how prudent it would be and how feasible it would be to prevent the alleged activity from occurring while one is under the supervised release of a probationary period or out on pre-detention release. In this case, they found that it was not going to be viable as a solution to do so. And even though he wanted to post money, even have ankle monitoring, the severity of the allegations and possible obstruction or witness intimidation played very much into the decision.
And Laura, we also all remember that really awful, horrendous video of Combs viciously beating his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hotel lobby in Los Angeles. How much of that footage actually play in the court today?
Well, first, that footage is undeniably disturbing to think about what we witnessed and that this may have been a precursor as a civil matter that would lead to the criminal allegations as charged in this. The idea of intimidation or obstruction or the abuse-related allegations, which in part are contained in this new indictment, would have weighed into the court's decision as to whether he posed a safety risk to the community specifically. Now, he has come out, as you recall, after that video to apologize for his behavior, to say that he was disgusted then and disgusted now with what he saw. But when you're talking about violent crimes, violent allegations, that will weigh in the court's overall decision about keeping the community safe. Now, he will be, as somebody who has some notoriety, he will have some level of protective custody, not in a traditional sense, but separation from maybe part of general population or thinking ahead to what that might look like for him. But he right now is similarly situated with every other defendant who has allegations of this severity and poses a potential risk for intimidation or obstruction. Remember, some of the conduct they allege is as recently as 2023, later in the year. And as of last week, they allege that he made phone calls or there was some communication, over 50, trying to access a particular witness that he thought might be a part of this entire endeavor. And so all that combined is likely what weighed heavily on the judge's mind.
It was interesting, Laura, that the prosecutor today read a text message one of Combs' victims sent to him after Cassie Ventura's lawsuit became public. She's the former girlfriend who was kicked and beaten up brutally by Sean Diddy Combs in that hotel lobby. The woman said, and I'm quoting now, "I feel like I'm reading my own sexual trauma," and said she felt manipulated by Combs. What does that tell you about the risk of witness tampering going forward?
That tells me that this particular indictment might be the floor, not the ceiling of what the allegations would contain. Remember, there are the civil lawsuits separate and apart from what a prosecutor will be able to charge. Those are normally ending in damages, often monetary damages. And a criminal prosecution, that can be used to build one's case and to buttress the credibility of other witnesses. This suggests to me, given that this is a criminal enterprise being alleged, and they talk about enablers of people who were around Diddy, it might be very likely that part of that enterprise could be to access people who they think might possibly be helpful to the prosecution. And that is very, very disturbing.
I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again.
So Diddy will be getting some type of protective custody while he still locked up pending his trial, because they've already denied his bond twice now. So that shouldn't come as a shock or a surprise to anybody, considering the caliber celebrity he is. Though some people, some critics may argue against that, saying that, you know, if he's guilty of the charges alleged in this federal indictment, and he's such a bad person, this, that, and the other, he shouldn't get it. But at the end of the day, that's the law. When you got celebrities of his caliber that's incarcerated, they gonna get protective custody. Period. That's the law. That's just how it go. Aside from that, you hear his lawyer, making a statement, talking about how they're gonna proceed forward. And the problem, first off, that's his attorney. He get paid the big bucks to defend his client. Okay, cool. The problem he got, and the problem that Diddy got, is for his credibility is concerned, and whether or not people, believe he done it or don't believe he done it. And, his lawyer gonna, fight for him and say he's innocent. He get paid the big bucks to say all of them things. But, as far as him saying that, it doesn't change anybody's mind about how they feel about Diddy, I don't think that's accurate at all, because they got a credibility issue. They got a diabolical credibility issue, because this the same cat that issued a statement months and months ago, before all this shit hit the fan. He released a statement. It was kind of lengthy, talking about he was, Diddy was innocent. He gonna fight to, him and Diddy said that they was gonna fight to clear his name. All of the things that people saying he did, he didn't do. He's not guilty of anything. He's not guilty of any of the things that they say he done. And that didn't age well, because not long after that was when that goddamn video hit. And we all seen what happened on that video. So that's where the credibility issue is a really big deal, because they could have just, kept it quiet and not said nothing. But for them to release a statement and, oh, he did nothing, trying to paint Diddy image as, being an angel. Everybody trying to come after him, silver suits, they're alleging he did all these things, but he's innocent. And, they trying to destroy his name and his legacy. And then the video came out, and the whole world seen what happened on the video. So at the end of the day, his attorney gonna, his attorney gonna do what paid counsel do. They gonna defend their client. This guy getting paid probably millions of dollars, and he gonna be there to suck up as many millions of dollars as he can the longer this trial go, whenever it start. So that's that. Y'all be smooth.